Hi, my name is Daniel Sannwald. I'm a photographer and director. I grew up in the south of Germany. I don't have so many memories about my childhood. My father was working with video and painting, so I kind of grew up in an artistic environment. I didn't meet my father that much. At the age of 6, he unfortunately took his life. He became a very important key person for me and my photography journey, because at the age of 13, I found a box with all the artworks of my father. His film work, his paintings, anything he created and my mother kept for me. I haven't seen that work before, and I felt really close to him as a person, but also understood the magic and the power of art. So that box made me, in that moment, also want to become a photographer or an artist. Another really important point in my career was me moving from Germany to Belgium, to Antwerp, where I studied at the Royal Academy of Fine Arts. Antwerp really gave me a new point of view. Suddenly I understood a new way of expressing myself. I felt very changed in Germany. Artistically in Germany, everything is about technique. When I was growing up, we had to draw like very precisely still lifes. And then in Antwerp, all of that was destroyed and was about expressing yourself, showing what you feel. And I think that was super important for me to finally felt liberated and free.
I've been privileged to kind of watch Daniel's career kind of just take off. I've seen a wonderful mind, creative mind, been able to express itself in immense ways, you know? Like the countless number of top stars that he's worked with, from Beyoncé to Rosalía to Arca to Travis Scott, you know, to Nike campaigns. The list goes on and on. I'm just so proud to say that I'm friends with Daniel Sannwald.
And I started to explore outside of school with fashion photography. I sent a personal handwritten letter to Dazed and Confused. I remember that Emma Reeves, former photo editor, and Nicola Formicetti, former fashion director, immediately responded and said, "Hey, we love your stuff, we received your images, we would love for you to be part of our magazine." After Belgium, I moved to London, where I've been living since the past 15 years. London has been a really important city to me. I think for any creative person, it's an amazing city to start off. So London was for me where I could really expand and build teams, find other collaborators, which worked on an international level.
You know Daniel, as we were still students in the school in Basel, he was our jury member for our graduation collection.
And since then we stay in touch, and Daniel also helped us like improving the portfolio, helped us like finding an internship.
He was like our day one supporter, and he always made sure he's featuring us. Like he would pull our clothes or accessories for like Rosalía promoting her album, or Bad Bunny on the Rolling Stone cover. Very holistic approach, because he really unifies like pop culture, photography, and like very holistic approach towards the work, and I think we really like that.
In London in particular, I was excited about viruses in general, digital viruses. I was obsessed with lo-fi aesthetic, and I think that's a really important point in my early work, digital manipulation. I remember that at one point I proposed a magazine in London to create a virus to destroy their homepage for a few days. They unfortunately didn't like the idea very much. Years later, Dazed Beauty asked me, Isamaya Ffrench and Bandito, who've been the creative directors of the magazine, to work with Kylie Jenner, and we developed a AI program to destroy Kylie's face and create a digital makeup. So I was very, very happy with that project.
I'm Isamaya Ffrench, and I have been working with Daniel Sannwald for about 13 years now. His, I suppose, creative trajectory alongside mine, because it went from this very kind of dreamy I suppose, quite surrealist world into a much more kind of aggressive, powerful, technical and very dynamic world. So it's been quite a big creative transition in the time that I've known him. He was one of the first photographers that really allowed me to just do whatever I wanted and bring my vision to the table. We worked with ID a lot at the beginning. We worked with stylists like Simon Foxton, who I dearly love. And we did a lot of menswear together where he was shooting these wonderful portraits, dynamic portraits of boys in fashion. And I would do these kind of quite interesting makeup additions to the images. And one of my favorite things that we ever shot was for, I think it was for Interview magazine. We shot for Interview magazine quite a lot, Interview Germany, and it was kind of my first introduction into prosthetics because we created this kind of very chic, haute couture, crocodile-faced girl, and she had these crocodile prosthetics that we kind of painted. His creative repertoire is pretty astonishing. He can really do the simple, beautiful black and white portraits, and he can also do the incredible, very vibrant work that he does for brands.
Daniel Sannwald is a close friend since a very long time ago. He is someone who's uncompromising in his vision and diverse and adventurous in approaches, aesthetics, at the same time with a very high level of craft. Professionally speaking, it's always a pleasure to work with him, and personally speaking, he's one of the sweetest people I've ever met.
In London, I would say I refined my style. I found themes and experiment, shot so many editorials together. I worked with all the magazines. I was always collecting as a teenager, so it was a really exciting time for me.
Hello Daniel, it's me, your friend Eartheater, calling from this very deep and Jurassic jungle in Miami. And I'm here to reminisce on the amazing work we've done, shooting my album cover, shooting my music video. And I want to thank you for your calm and convincing and soothing demeanor, which enabled me to do some of the scariest things I've done in my life. I don't think anyone else could have convinced me to shoot sparks at my booty or hold my breath under freezing cold water for as long as you did. And I'm so thankful because it's uplifted my life, and we've made such beautiful work that rings through the earth, and I love you, and let's do more. Mwah!
If people would ask me what was the most challenging thing in my career, all the money I made, I invested into editorials or into my work. 2 times I remember where I was like, okay, I have to do something else, this is getting crazy. But in those moments of like complete disbelief or feeling very lost, always something really beautiful happened.
Hey Daniel, I just wanted to take a moment to speak about our collaboration at Chanel because it's been an amazing experience. And I knew that your work was special and modern and striking. For us, the perfect combination between your super modern aesthetic, very powerful, and also the sense of craft that you have and the attention to details. So we really feel in super good hands, and that's amazing. And all the last projects have been a real success.
Hi Daniel, baby. I just want to thank you for always being such a pleasure to work with. And everything that we've done together has always just resonated true with me as an artist, because you find a way to mirror and you respect so much, my creative vision, and you magnify it and you amplify it and you elevate it. Not everybody knows how to coexist as creatives. Sometimes when other artists working together, there can be ego involved or ownership, a lot of push and shove in the creative process. And with you, everything is so easy and free.
Another creative milestone in my career was working with Travis Scott. I remember that Luomo Vogue asked me to shoot a cover story with him. It was the first time I worked with Travis. I asked my friend Pandora to help me with the production. Pandora had a little party laser in her apartment, which she used to project symbols and like words on the wall when friends were over. And we were like, okay, this laser could be really cool to maybe use and try to project flame on the neck of Travis. We haven't tried it. It was just an idea, and then we shot the iconic cover. I think it's such a powerful image of him, and it's still one of my favorite shots I've done of Travis. When you work with a celebrity, usually you have a very short time window, so it's very different to working with models. With Travis, for that particular shoot, we had only 45 minutes with him on set, and that include wardrobe changes, moving to different light setups. So we had everything almost prepared like a parkour. We had the setup with the laser, then we had like 2 other setups ready for him to shoot, and then some shots on night vision, and then the video we shot. And I think we created really exciting imagery of Travis. Travis was so excited that after the shoot he came to me and he was like, bro, we have to do more sick stuff and we have to go really crazy. Let's do something not for a magazine, let's do some personal stuff. One really important artist is Rosalía. We collaborated so heavily together. We did a lot of projects during her Motomami album campaign, from album artwork to her Spotify presentation to her Coca-Cola commercial. And I would say that Rosalía is one of the key person in my career, and I'm really, really thankful for the collaboration with her. What many people maybe don't know is that for Rosalía, let me lift it up, I won a Grammy, which is crazy. I was so happy to receive that. That Grammy is a shared Grammy. It's for the album packaging. So I got it as a photographer, but also the art director and graphic designer have a credit on this one.
Every time whenever we hang out, we never talk about projects, we never talk about work. We always discuss our spiritual growth, anything. And it's just such a pure, great human connection, and someone definitely amazing to have in my life. I'm pretty sure he will make you feel very special about yourself, just because he's so kind.
So I think it's important for everyone to keep going, to keep believing and to keep pushing. It's so important to not give up and to fight for your vision and believe in yourself. The only way that works for everyone is your own way. So please find your own way and trust your instinct and have fun on your journey.